We stream live, 10,000 viewers. Nothing to worry about. All right. So this is our, I think, 4th episode of Performer Chat Podcast. I'm standing in for Daniel this evening because he just decided to throw me into the deep end and see how I did. He had plans this evening, so I'm in charge. But tonight we have Wylie.
Yeah.
So I just, was this the first time you were at the 815 this past time?
No, there was a couple of other times that I was there. Yeah.
I don't pay attention as I'm filming, taking pictures of. But I got to see her perform at the 815 just a couple of weeks ago. Excellent. I'm looking forward to performing at the next 815 in a week and a half-ish here, 2 weeks from here. So first of all, I guess, Wylie, tell us about you, who you are, how you got into performing, and that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I got into performing from my dad. Basically, his whole family is music-driven. My grandpa played drums and stuff like that, and that's how my dad was interested. And then he learned guitar on his own. And then ever since I was little, he just put a microphone in my hand or a guitar in my hand, and that's kind of how I got interested, and just been doing it my whole life.
All right. And your dad was just saying, I know you do guitar and vocals, but you play several other instruments?
Yeah, I self-taught myself keyboard, so I know a little keyboard. He taught me some stuff on the drums and guitar, so.
Nice.
And then I'm an intermediate for violin.
Okay. If you had to pick, do you prefer just vocals or vocals and guitar? What do you?
I prefer vocals.
Vocals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your sweet spot.
Yes.
That's it. And I know at 815 that you sang. You didn't play guitar.
Yeah.
At this last 815. And I'm going to assume one of the answers is going to be your dad. But who have been your greatest supports and supporters and kind of encouraged you in this?
Yeah, my dad. His sister kind of got me into singing, and she was the one that got me to actually perform singing, and she was my first ever vocal coach.
Okay.
I would also say my churches, they've helped a lot, and especially just getting me out there.
That's
overall
pretty common.
Yeah, and overall just family.
Awesome. And your biggest influence as far as artists?
I would say recently, Sabrina Carpenter has always been a big one for me. I've listened to her ever since I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
So her definitely. And then I don't know if you know who Tate McRae is, but just the way that she performs, that's very inspiring to me because I do dance and she was a dancer before she started singing. So it's really inspiring.
Nice. And as far as genres of music, what are your favorites to perform and listen to?
I would say I really listen to everything, but pop, R&B, and then pop rock, punk. That's kind of what I sing and perform.
Okay. Do you do write your own music? Because
yeah.
Just gonna ask if you write your own music. Do you have any others that tell us a little bit about this one, and then do you have any others that you're working on?
Okay, so I think about what was it 2 years ago that we met James? I think it was
something like that.
Yeah, 2 years ago. My producer, his name's James, his sister found me at my church and introduced me to him, and we recently signed with them, and that's how this started happening.
Okay.
And I've been singing songwriting beforehand, but it really started happening 2 years ago.
Okay.
This song is basically just about past experiences that happened that formed me to who I am today. And yeah, and then overall right now we're working on an album. I have 80 songs to write, so.
Okay.
5 songs are in the work right now, so.
Okay.
That'll be out soon.
And what's your process? Is it just something strikes you, or do you sit down and something happened and you decide you're going to write about it, or?
I have multiple processes. So when I first.
Mostly annoying me.
Mostly annoying dad.
Yeah, so he helps me a lot, actually. So when I first started writing, I would just come up with basic piano chords and make orders of them and structures, and basically just their original pop structure where it's verse 1, chorus, verse 2, bridge, chorus, whatever. And then eventually it started developing, and my producer, he'll send out different like instrumental versions of songs for me to write to, and then I'll call my dad and I'm like, Dad, can you help me figure out what to write next? Because like I need help. And then we'll sit there in my room and it just like flows for like 30 minutes and then we have a whole song done.
So Dad is a big help with the inspiration.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. And we were just talking about one of the other things that Daniel, who's normally sitting in this chair, would like to do is get some of the parents together of these amazing kids and talk about what that process is and getting them involved in music and finding performance venues and kind of helping them grow in the industry. So anybody interested in that, let us know. When you're performing, and I'm going to say live, because I know recording is probably a little bit more of a controlled scenario. When you're performing live, what's your favorite part about performing live, and what is kind of the most challenging thing for you?
I would say my favorite thing is just being able to be out there in general and just like sing and look at the people. But I think the most challenging thing is not getting in your head about it. Because like I know when I'm singing like a challenging song, like this past like time that I sang at the Forge, like that was really challenging for me, and just like seeing everybody's faces sometimes like it just makes me like nervous and I'm like, oh, I have to breathe. But, yeah.
So just relaxing and enjoying it, remembering to do that. Yeah. It's a lot of people sitting out in front of you, but I can tell you everybody loved your performance.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved your performance. When you are not performing, not recording, not writing music, not bugging Dad, what else do you like to do?
I would say reading and dance.
Okay.
So
Any particular type of dance?
yeah, so I dance with a dance studio in Romeoville.
Okay.
And basically I do a lot of jazz, contemporary, lyrical, hip hop. So.
All right. Excellent. And favorite authors that you can recommend to the viewers?
I don't know.
Favorite book?
Favorite book, I would say The Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
Yes,
Okay.
that's that one or The Giver.
Okay.
Those were like what really got me into reading. Like I started reading a lot in 8th grade when I was handed those books.
Yeah.
So
I think The Outsider was one. Our son James, he's in college now, but I remember James mentioning that he liked The Outsider. So I think that one grabs a lot of people,
it's really
that
good.
age group. If you could perform right now, if you could perform anywhere, if you were told we will put you in any venue you want, give you backup, and let you perform live, where would you like to perform?
The Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
I think it's such a pretty place, and just like the stage in general and how it's always set up. I just love it.
Excellent.
I love it. So pretty.
All right. What I might do is I might just do the next couple, and then we'll do the performance. We'll do the performances at the end, and maybe we'll just come back and close up. So I'm going to jump right into, if you could give yourself advice when you were 5, when you started. She was like, she learned to sing and then walk or something. How old were you when you said?
I don't even know. Like, I started singing around the house when I was like 4 or 5 years old, but I didn't actually get into it until I was like, what, in 5th grade?
Yeah.
So 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably around 5th grade.
Okay.
She like really started getting it. Before that, she would sing and dance around. I'm singing Justin Bieber's girlfriend song.
Right.
Selena Gomez.
If you could go back and talk to your little 8-year-old self, any advice you would give yourself or someone kind of starting off in this?
I would say don't stop.
Okay.
It's like, you really get into your head, especially when you're first learning, because you're like, oh, I can't hit this note, or I'm straining, or people are telling me that, like, I don't sound good. But overall, you just have to keep going and keep pushing, because at the end of the day, it's what you want.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, just keep doing it. I've watched so many kids kind of come up through 815, so I love that. Just get up there and be yourself. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Other than 815, any other typical places you perform or?
Right now, just my church.
Okay.
I've been looking into a few places, but that's still in the works. So.
I know that Black Dog Vinyl Cafe.
Yeah, I've been looking into there.
Yeah, and Holden and his dad are a great contact for there, and Mike's a great guy. The owner over there, Mike, he's phenomenal. So he'll work with you on that. Where else does Holden perform? The winery. Behind the nursing home.
It's not there anymore. It moved.
Oh, it moved. but he still performs there at the new location. Sable Creek Winery.
Okay.
A lot of performance opportunities.
Plus, she wants to set up some like coffee house shows where it's more intimate, just acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Her singing.
Yeah, and that's exactly Black Dog Vinyl is perfect for that.
We're putting a whole set list together for that, and she's gonna start doing that, getting out there a lot more.
Awesome. Do you sing a lot of other cover songs?
Yeah, that's basically what my whole like Instagram and TikTok
Right now, yeah.
is just singing a lot of like songs that are like up there right now, or just songs that like I just genuinely like to perform.
Really? Do you ever perform? I know you do guitar and vocals, other than at 815, where they kind of give you an entire backup. Mm-hmm. Anywhere else perform with anybody else or any other band, or usually just you?
Usually just me and my dad.
And your dad? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to see Dad tonight play guitar, backing up for Riley. I will admit that as I was putting all this together, every time I typed your name, I spelled it differently. So
Yep, I get that a lot.
So for social media, and we will put it on the screen, but for social media, I know you are Riley Wylie, typically Riley Wylie _sings, but it is RILEYWYLIE.
Yep.
Okay.
People get confused because it rhymes, so they're like, oh, R-I, so W-I.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, so we will definitely put that on the screen. But I know that there is a TikTok, an Instagram, and Threads, and a YouTube channel out there. Oh, is there anything on your YouTube yet? I didn't know if there's anything.
No, just my single.
Just the single, okay. Yeah. But on Spotify, the single is available.
Yeah, it's on all
Riley
platforms.
Wylie, in between all the music platforms. So your fans out there that are following you on Instagram and all that, any message for them?
I don't know. I was reading this question and I was like, oh, I don't even know what to say. Because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like I have fans. Like, yeah, like they're there and they watch my stuff and like they're really supportive, but it's just like, I don't feel like that yet.
You don't think of them as fans.
Yeah,
It hasn't clicked in your head, yeah.
Because I make a lot of connections with all of them, so they're kind of just friends.
But the first person to hear your single and send you a message was someone from India.
Oh,
It's true.
nice.
Yeah.
So you're an international star.
So it's like, I don't know. I would just say like, thank you, and thank you for being with me during this journey, because...
Nice. And keep following.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more. There's 80 more songs coming. I remember that from earlier in the interview.
Yeah.
Can you give us any hint as to what you're writing about or what you're working on? Or is that under wraps at the moment?
Right now, what would you say? It's kind of like a ballad?
Depends on which one you're talking about.
The one that's been in the works for a while.
Old Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely go with kind of a ballad for that one.
Yeah. It's kind of really personal.
Okay.
This ballad. Slow.
She's definitely got some more R&B stuff coming.
Yeah.
She's got, we got to finish doing some recording on it, but she got like a 70s vibe, kind of funk coming. And then actually, they just gave her some more hard rock stuff to start working through.
Right.
Yeah.
So a nice range.
Yeah.
Nice little distribution range. Very nice.
Just kind of finding my style.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as I say, the other one I was talking about, it's good to kind of try them all and see where your voice falls, but also what feels good for you. Which ones you enjoy. Again, this is usually Daniel's bailiwick, so I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anything. We'll edit this little clip out. As I know, we talked about, that you grew up very young, you kind of started. It said on your website that you signed with Mission Driven Albums. That's still your label, Mission Driven. And tell us a little bit about, where are they? Who are they?
So it's James and Dominique Borishade. They're amazing. I love them. They're super goofy and just very welcoming. I remember how shy I was the first time I ever walked into their studio, because they have their own little studio set up in their basement. And James does a lot of other work. He renovates houses and teaches little kids how to make their own music and produce and stuff like that. It's really neat, and he's really sweet. And yeah, they're awesome.
Are they local here?
Yeah, they're in Joliet.
Okay. Awesome. So if anybody's looking, reach out to Riley. Maybe she can put you in touch if somebody's looking for a label. Are you, for your 80 songs that you're working on, are you like heavy into them and you think in the somewhat near future, early next year or anything, or are you just kind of in the process of...
Right now we're in the process. We're very busy people, so we've been struggling to get out there a lot. But
Yeah.
usually when we're there, we're like, okay, when's the next time we're gonna meet? And so usually we can kind of figure it out and go there weekly. But like sometimes like it just kind of falls apart. So
Yeah.
hopefully within the next year, but probably not.
Okay.
But there'll definitely be a single soon.
Okay.
I can say that.
And when you come out with the next one, we'll have to have you back because we would love to hear it. Are you gonna perform this one for us? Or
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Gonna do some covers for us?
Yes, 2
Okay.
covers.
Awesome. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that and then wrap up a little bit. So we are going to transition over to performance stage. So we will be right back. All right.
All right, so the first song that we're doing is called My Immortal by Evanescence. Are you ready? All right. I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave. Your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. And you cry and I wipe away all of your tears. You scream, I fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years. You still have all Ready? Are you sure? Okay. All right.
It's for your benefit.
All right. So this is the second song that we're going to do of the night, and it's called Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. This is personally my favorite song to perform. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. When sooner or later it's over, I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment and truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. All right.
Well, thank you for those. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was very cool. It's great to see a father and child, father and daughter performing together. That's always cool. So you, and this has been since the beginning. You've been her primary instrument, so to speak. So does Dad travel around when you perform? Dad's there with you up on stage most of the time?
Yeah, whenever I sing at church, he's always there. Whenever I'm in the studio, he's always there.
Very nice. 815, I guess you've got the crew
Yeah.
up on the stage. But are you going to do, a lot of times they do parent-child, or you can be up there. You're going to get up, we're going to see you up on the stage at 815? Yeah, they would be happy. If you offered, they'd love to have you up there, particularly with her. They would love to do that. So I know Monica and Heather, that 815 was like a passion project for them more than anything else, because Monica's got stage play and Heather's got Simply Music, and they kind of came together to do this just to give the kids an opportunity to get up there on stage. And the having the lights and the smoke and I'm assuming that's just cool to be up there with like real
Yeah, it's fun.
performance opportunity. And I'm going to ramble about the 815 a little bit, just because I know you're going to be there next time. And you were phenomenal performance that you put on.
Thank you.
And really, if anybody's looking, it's a great opportunity. It costs the kids nothing, the parents nothing. There's no cost in anything. They'll find you backup musicians, backup singers, anything you need. You have to commit to 2 rehearsals. One rehearsal the night before.
Yeah, it's the day before, and it's usually like early afternoon.
Okay. So yeah, if you're willing to commit to that, and then be there the day before, because then I know they go up before the show and kind of run through some stuff, and there's always the closing. Everybody gets up on stage, which is kind of cool to see everybody kind of singing together. And it's right downtown, the Forge, Joliet, Illinois, Cass, and a road that crosses Cass. But nice place, and great to go hear the kids perform and see them perform. And so always a fun time. Last Sunday of every month, typically at 2 p.m., occasionally at 4 p.m. Depends on what's going on.
Next one is October 6th.
The next one is October 6th at 2 p.m. There is a small admission fee. The 815 is a non-for-profit organization, which is why it doesn't cost the kids or the parents anything. So there's a couple of bucks to get in, but well worth the event. Other than 815, do you have any other scheduled anything coming up? Not yet.
I'm trying to work on it though.
Yeah. So if anybody's looking for coffee shop, Mike, Black Dog, give Riley a call. I got her dad's phone number. Give me a call. You can talk to Mike. You can talk to Riley's dad. But the couple of singles coming up that you're working on. And was there anything else this year that you and your dad did performance-wise that was just stand out to you?
No.
Not that I can think of. We did some like showcases, then a lot at the churches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
almost every
always.
weekend sometimes.
Yeah.
And then obviously the 815.
Yeah.
But this year's been focused mostly on writing and recording.
Okay.
So
All right.
when she says 5 songs, that's 5 songs that are basically ready to go.
Okay.
She's got another like 15 in the chamber that we just gotta lay stuff down for.
Awesome. When you, and there was more than guitar. Was it just you guitar in here, or was more in here?
I think the only thing I did on that was some background vocals. That
Some background
was
vocals?
actually, computer stuff.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. We would love to pick Dad's brain, but I know we're looking at another opportunity to do that, so we're going to hold Dad to coming in and talking about, because I know that this, keeping up with the kids, finding them venues, and just supporting them in this is a whole thing. So whatever we can do to help support that, to promote you. We love that you were kind of promoting the podcast. So keep doing that. We'll keep promoting you. If you get any upcoming performances or anything or albums coming out, let us know, because we'd love to announce them on the program. Get you some press. The only other thing I'm going to mention, we don't officially have any sponsors, although we're always open to them. But one sponsor that we've kind of declared ourselves is Grace's Gnomes. So they don't sponsor us, we sponsor them. These are custom little gnomes. If you go to Black Dog, you can find these little gnomes. She'll make custom ones for you. She'd all kind of there, buy them. She is a 21-year-old girl with Down syndrome, and she makes these because she was looking for a job, couldn't get anyone to hire her. Her mom decided that she likes doing these. The money that they collect for these, she then donates to charity. So if you go to Black Dog to perform, take a look at the gnomes, see if there's anything interesting, or if you need a Christmas present. Talk to Gracie's Gnomes. And all right, we look forward to seeing you at the 815. We will definitely be sending some pictures. And all right, thank you, everybody. See you on the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
I think that's a wrap. Awesome. All right.